Carlos! Carlos!
Akane.
Yeah, that is Akane.
Bastard! What the hell's going on? You brought all of us here!
No! It's not me!
Then what the fuck is that stupid thing on your head?
Let it go, Eric. No need to take it all out on the kid.
Right?
Mira?
I wonder what this is.
Give it up, Diana. It's better that you don't force it off.
Why do you say that?
You should listen to her. I get the feeling she's seen it before.
I get the feeling.
Bracelet. That's what it was called a year ago.
Oh?
Right, Akane?
Junpei.
Oh! Junpei looks a lot different.
How are you feeling?
Who's this?
Confused. Now let us the fuck out.
5-0. The second 0.
Second 0.
The second?
Let me make one thing clear. This is a recording. So don't bother asking questions as I cannot answer them.
Good shout.
I'd like to tell you an old story.
Sure.
17 years ago, on a rainy morning, a woman went jogging in a large park. Her usual route led her to a fork in the road. Normally she'd run down the right path, but for some reason, this day, she chose the left. Along the way, she bumped into a senior citizen she saw every day. Surprised to see her, they asked, "Why did you come this way today?" This was her reply. "Because there was a snail." Her body was discovered a few hours later.
Oh, good.
Murdered. They found her in some bushes along the left path. Sometimes, life is simply unfair. Don't you think?
I mean, you're not wrong.
What the hell is all this nonsense?
It's the same for all of you. The pull of an unjust fate carried you along to this moment, only to find yourselves in this bomb shelter 50 meters below ground.
Wait, what?
We're in a bomb shelter?
As you can see, this place is divided into 3 sections.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos, Akane, and Junpei, you 3 are in Ward C. You will henceforth be referred to as C-Team. Your leader shall be Carlos. Next is Q, Mira, and Eric. You are located in Ward Q. Your name will be Q-Team. As evidenced by the name, the leader is Q.
Hey, wait!
Is this a joke?
And finally, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. Ward D is where the 3 of you are. Diana is the leader. That makes you the D-Team. You may wander as you like, as long as you remain within your respective wards. There is a time limit, however.
Okay.
90 minutes. Once 90 minutes are up, an injector in your bracelet will activate. And an aesthetic and an agent to erase your memories will be administered.
Memory erasing drugs?
Where have we heard that one before?
You will fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep. But you will also forget everything that occurred in those past 90 minutes.
Because of course.
What?
The bracelet has an additional function. A watch. Pressing the buttons on each side simultaneously will display the time.
12, 10.
Today is December 31st, New Year's Eve. The year turns over in less than half a day. Unfortunately, very few of you will find yourselves able to welcome a new 2029. Take a look at the door. It's clearly marked with an X. Beyond this X door is a hallway with an elevator. Riding the elevator up will take you above ground. There's no other way out. The door is easy enough to open. Simply obtain the X passes and enter them into the input device beside it.
Okay, how do we get
6
these X passes?
are needed for it to unlock.
Alright.
One X pass will be announced every time someone dies.
Oh. So literally 6 people have to die in order for people to escape.
In blunter terms, if 6 of you die, the rest will gain all of the passwords and we'll be able to open the X door.
This is bullshit.
One caveat. The door remains open for only 30 seconds.
Which means haul ass.
Once that passes, it will automatically close. And never open again. Oh yes. With this information, surely some of you at this point are thinking, how can I kill 6 people?
Oh boy.
What? No one would.
I'll give you one opportunity. By majority vote, determine one team to execute.
What?
Do you see the computer in the corner of the room?
Yes.
Team names of your newfound enemies will be displayed on that monitor. Choose the team you've decided to eliminate. Each team gets 1 vote. The leader must submit it for the group. Your deadline is 13:30. Any team that hasn't voted before the time limit is up shall be penalized 2 votes. The group with 2 or more votes will lose. Every member of that team will be executed. Let us begin. This is the decision game, a game of fate. The lives of you, me, and the human race hang in the balance.
Wonderful. Okay. What happens if I... Oh, no. That's controller. That's a fun fact as well. When I opened the game up on Steam, I initially had my controller plugged in, and it literally said, yeah, this game doesn't work with your controller. And now it's literally showing me the buttons that you would use for a controller. So, game's full of shit. So first things first, let's take a look at the question mark that's in the upper right corner. Team selection. Experience the story from the varying viewpoints of C team, Q team, and D team. You will be able to switch between teams after every chapter. Click the team icon, select a team. Flow opens the global flowchart, and save opens the save screen. The controller. So yeah, we're going to continue on with the C team. And considering there's really only one other choice, we'll start from here.
So this is the last room.
Yes. We've checked everywhere we could.
Map of Ward C stored in files.
It's just as Zero said, huh? There's no way to get out, except by opening the X door.
50 minutes left until the vote deadline.
Holy shit.
Don't tell me you want to vote.
How can we not? If we refuse, C team gets 2 votes automatically. We'll die.
But
Hey, do you think this could be part of the experiment? DCOM's whole psychological test.
Nope.
What? Why?
That masked guy called himself Zero. I have no clue why he's here, but he's for real.
So that means he's actually willing to kill off a whole team?
Seems about.
Yeah.
But how?
He said that there's an anesthetic in our bracelets, right? So we'll be sleeping and then bam. Or maybe... There's a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
if only there was a way to contact someone on the other teams.
Why would you need to reach them? What, you're planning on begging them not to vote C-Team or something?
Well, no, but I thought, why not spread out the votes?
What do you
Ah, clever.
Remember what Zero said? The group with 2 or more votes will lose.
I get it. Maybe C team could vote for D team, D team for Q team,
And then Q team for C
Q team
team.
for C team. Then all the teams would have 1 vote each.
I like it. Let's do that.
I'd make it a 3-way tie. And no one would have to die?
Pretty much.
How do we make sure they know to do it?
I like this plan. But yeah, we would really need to know.
Hey! Mira! Eric! Diana!
Phi! Sigma! Can you hear us?
It's not working.
Damn it!
Hey, Akane, why don't you try using the morphogenetic field?
Wow.
Huh? Morphogenetic field?
Let the game end where I treat 2. What's this supposed to mean?
Ooh, good
The
question.
game will end, and something about 2 people? I guess the tough part is figuring out treat. If it's like trick or treat, then maybe it means there's a reward or a gift or something.
But it could also mean treatment, which would imply being cared for.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't make sense.
Hey, anyone know what this thing could be?
A box?
No
What's
shit.
inside of it?
Maybe some kind of white smoke.
Automate Bako?
You've heard of it, Carlos?
Urashima Taro, right? Japanese folklore. Something about jumping through time, I think.
This label says Force Quit Box.
What's that?
Good
Looks
question.
like there's a keyboard.
There's probably a password that goes there.
Then something ends if you punch it in?
But what, though?
Maybe the game Zero's making us play.
Wait. You really think Zero'd put something that easy here?
It seems like it wouldn't even have to be a box for that.
Didn't think it'd work.
Just pressing random buttons isn't going to solve anything.
Yeah, we'd need a clue.
So, what now?
What can we do?
Maybe we should just get this voting business over with.
Junpei,
No, we still have some time.
Come on, man, you're supposed to be the leader here.
How the hell did we get into this mess anyway?
That's a very good
Do
question.
you guys have any ideas?
So, what the fuck is up with you two? Junpei, you're seeming rather hostile towards Akane, and your whole shtick was you wanting to find her again. So, yeah, want to explain yourself?
Akane Kurashiki. Junpei Tenmyoji. You're both Japanese, right?
yes?
And you both lived in Japan when you were kids. You even went to the same school.
Uh-huh.
So you're childhood friends.
Who told you that?
Sigma. You mentioned it back in DCOM. We all lived in close quarters in that facility for 5 days. Information spreads fast. So, whose idea was it for you to join?
Huh?
The DCOM experiment. You two signed up together, right?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
We did this on our own.
Wait, you're telling me
that's
you guys just
happenstance.
happened to bump into each other at DCOM?
It wasn't a coincidence.
Oh,
It was inevitable. Why did you subject yourself to this circus?
I didn't mention it before? I kind of really need a lot of cash. They said they'd give us $500,000 if we joined up.
ooh.
Huh. Color me surprised. Thought a hero of justice had no need of money.
What the fuck's that
What?
supposed to mean?
Didn't you say you're a firefighter?
Oh,
A really good one?
oh.
You faced off against danger and saved a whole bunch of people. Sounds like a hero to me.
I just have good instincts. Doesn't seem to matter where I find myself. They're pretty good at telling me which path is death at the end.
Okay, so then the next question, who the fuck is Zero?
Who is Zero?
To be accurate, you should probably ask, who is the second Zero instead?
Then that means there has to have been a first one, right?
Yeah, there is.
You know him?
Sorta. I brought it up earlier. A bracelet a lot like this one has been strapped to my wrist before.
Yeah, the first nonary game.
Last year.
Well, technically
Connie
the
and I
second.
were trapped somewhere. The person responsible back then was named Zero.
But I don't think that one has anything to do with this one.
It's gotta be connected.
Just, please, believe me.
She's right.
Finally, what is Zero's purpose?
Why is Zero doing this?
To make us play a game, right?
No
This
shit.
decision game or whatever.
With the fate of mankind on the line.
So it's true.
Do you know something, Akane?
I think if we end up losing this game, we're all going to die. 6 billion people will.
Oh,
So what Sigma said back then up in DCOM was,
At this rate, 6 billion people will die.
Yes, what Sigma said is the truth. Have you ever heard of the term reverie syndrome? What causes it is unknown. Neither the nerves nor the brain have abnormalities. But somehow, this disease causes you to stop reacting to a variety of stimuli. I've heard there are people from all over the world who have become affected by this.
Hey, hold up. How does this and what we were talking about before go together?
good question.
Shouldn't you know already?
Huh?
A crisis. Mankind is currently facing what is clearly an unprecedented crisis. Those affected are sensing it's coming.
reverie syndrome.
You've heard of it?
Yeah, kinda.
Interesting. And you're not going to explain how you've heard of it? Okay, I guess. Oh, also, it's
Do you
107.
hear something?
Over there.
Gab!
Where did you come from?
Hello, small dog.
Looks like you made it here using this vent.
Does that mean it's connected to the surface?
I don't think so. A vent to the surface would defeat the purpose of a bomb shelter.
So he came from another ward then.
Which word?
It's too dark, I can't see anything. But Ward Q is down that direction, right? Think you can fit in there, Akane?
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
Someone likes cake too much.
Wow, dude.
Oh, I know. Let's cut off Junpei's arm. He should be able to fit through then.
Hey, Mira! Eric!
No answer, huh?
Meanwhile, moving away from the vent, I guess.
Did they steal you away from DCOM too?
But why the dog?
Maybe they felt bad about leaving him alone up there?
Doubtful.
Baloney. You really think Zero do us any favors?
Hold on. I think I got an idea that may work. This case, it holds medication, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would assume.
It's empty.
Did that bastard Zero take the meds?
I still think this could work. We can use it.
Ah,
Wait a sec.
I mean, Akane, you were just asking why we couldn't communicate with the rest of the wards. If the dog can
Weird
run
poster
down
end
the
up
the
Found them
vents.
on the counter of the bar.
There's something written on it.
Oh, I did that.
Hello, Carlos here. C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team, and Q-Team for C-Team.
Oh! You're going to put it in the case and have Gab go through the vent.
Cross
Smart.
your fingers he can get to Q-Team.
Yeah.
You really think it'll be that simple?
So we shouldn't?
Well, I guess we don't have anything to lose. Why don't we give it a shot?
Exactly, let's go.
What did you throw?
Cheese. Picked it up with the coaster. Was over there on the counter.
Why don't we just toss in some ketchup and pickles too? Maybe next time he comes back, he'll be a hot dog. It was
Really?
a joke.
Not a very funny one, Junpei. Glad to see that your jokes are still terrible. But that was more snarky than humorous.
5 minutes left.
Gab's not come back.
Let's just vote, Carlos. Like I said, if we forfeit,
I know!
hey, there's one thing we can do.
What is it?
You remember what you wrote on the Gab letter?
The what?
The message we sent the furry pigeon to deliver? C-Team is voting for D-Team, so D-Team should vote for Q-Team and Q-Team for C-Team.
Yeah. So what?
So, vote for Q-Team instead.
What?
What? Junpei,
No!
you can't be suggesting. If we do that, they'll end up with 2 votes and...
Yep, Q-Team will be out. Granted, this whole thing is assuming our initial plan works. The note makes it to D-Team, and Diana votes the way we want her to. Think about it for a second. 6 people have to die or we're never getting out of this bomb shelter. Those are the rules of the decision game according to Zero. Balancing the votes won't do us any good. We'll just end up falsely prolonging someone's death.
Junpei,
The deadline to vote is in 3 minutes.
Come on, Carlos, vote for Q-Team.
no, you can't!
Junpei, I'm very surprised at you. Something definitely happened to you, man.
Meanwhile,
this is weird. There should be another room around here somewhere.
Let me see it! Hey!
Shut up!
He's the leader.
He's got the right to see it too.
Mira,
Thank you.
Map of Ward Q stored in file.
It's pretty pointless to hang out here kicking our heels. Let's go back to the lounge.
what is this?
Let's inhibit the virus.
Maybe someone's gonna remove or control some kind of virus.
Virus? What virus?
Good question.
About the vote, what will we do?
Don't ask me.
But if we don't do it, doesn't that mean we'll die?
Yeah. Even if C-Team voted for D-Team, and D-Team did the reverse, if we refuse, then we get 2 votes against us automatically.
And Q-Team would be killed.
I suppose that's true if this game is for real.
So you're saying it's a joke?
Don't you think that would make a whole lot more sense?
I think
the
that's
decom
wishful
staff will
thinking.
probably pop through that door over there yelling surprise.
I get it! You're right. Then him being here makes sense now. I bet that means you're part of the whole surprise.
No!
Come on. Take off that helmet.
I can't.
Huh?
I said I can't take it off.
Damn, Brat. Stop bullshitting me.
Hey,
Stop!
stop being an asshole.
Break my neck!
Stop being an asshole.
It's really on there.
Wait, I see something on the side of this thing.
It's a blue light. Or,
The hell?
oh, it's a passcode.
Isn't it a password input?
Does that mean the helmet comes off with the right numbers?
Or maybe his head'll explode.
Oh, nice.
Really? Who are you?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Of course.
I woke up and I was here.
Are you saying you have amnesia?
Maybe.
Makes sense. That'd make 3 for 3. First was 7, then it was K, and now it's Q.
Could I ask you something?
What?
Well, don't be so mean, asshole. Who is Zero?
I was wondering, who is Zero?
Oh, come on! Stop playing! You know everything, don't you?
I told you, I don't...
So you're gonna stick with the idea that this isn't some big surprise?
I don't know. I don't remember anything.
If this isn't a joke, then things are really serious.
You know, shit.
Then you're saying one of the teams is actually going to be executed?
Seems likely.
But why would someone do that?
Zero said, it's a game.
So then he's a psychopath. This Zero guy's probably off somewhere enjoying seeing us freak out.
He could be that serial killer in the news.
Which serial killer
That's
in the
that
news?
Heart Ripper, yeah?
Yeah.
Rumor is they killed 18 people.
What?
All in the past few years.
Holy shit!
March 15th, 2026. The body of a young female was found in a park in Roseville. The victim's name was Virginia Bailey, age 28.
Wait, hold
The
up.
chest was ripped open and the heart entirely removed. It happened again on May 22nd, 2026. The body of a male was found in a trash can near a residence in Sacramento. The victim's name was Jeffrey Foray, age 37. His body was just like Virginia's, with the heart completely gouged out.
How do you know this, small
2
child?
months later, on July 29th,
Hey, wait a minute. Don't you have amnesia or something?
Why do you know all this?
I don't know. I don't know why, but I knew.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, guy behind the bar sounds a lot like Akihiko and by extension Dio, which that gives me mixed feelings because I liked Akihiko from Persona 3, but I disliked Dio from Virtue's Last Reward. So I guess how I feel about him as a coin toss right now, it's kind of in the negative because he's kind of a dick.
I was wondering, where are we?
Weren't you listening to Zero earlier? We're 50 meters underground in a bomb shelter.
I know that, but where exactly?
Bumfuck nowhere.
I doubt we're very far from DCOM.
DCOM.
Dwelling for the cohabitation of Mars.
So it's an experiment to see if we could survive on Mars?
Oh, cool.
Uh-huh. We all lived together in that compound for 5 days.
C-Team and D-Team were there too.
Oh, and there was a dog. It was incredibly old. I think his name was Gab.
But not you. You weren't there. It's very suspicious.
Oh, what were they testing for?
Psychological data, mostly. It was a closed environment for a group of people for an extended period of time. So how would that mess with the subjects mentally?
Fair.
That was what they were trying to investigate.
Oh, what made you sign up?
Tough question. It seemed like it'd be kind of fun, I guess.
Eric?
I joined because Mira wanted to.
Oh.
That's it.
Well, maybe not entirely.
And finally, what is your relationship? I assume you guys are together.
Mira? Eric? What's going on between you two?
Going on, well...
Are you in love?
Idiot! No, we're not!
We're not?
Well, we're not, but... Wait, what?
So I get no answer. Cool. And we also found our
I've been trying
box.
to figure something out for a while. What is this thing?
Maybe it's a gift from Zero.
So what, you think there's assorted teas inside?
Gifts don't have to be a good thing, do they? Hey, what the hell? Stop! What if it's some kind of bomb?
A bomb? I don't think it is. Oh, something's on the back. I think this is upside down.
No, it's sideways.
So this would be the front.
Force quit box?
Guess it stopped something.
Maybe the
Look,
game?
there's also a keyboard.
Looks like you're supposed to input a code of some kind.
And if we get it right?
Then something will be forced to end?
But what?
Maybe your life.
Holy shit.
What was
Like
that sound?
it just hits you
It
with
came
gas
from
or
that
something?
way.
Let's go!
Ah!
Gab?
Hi, Gab.
How did you...
You came through the vent. It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Why don't you go in?
I can't.
The helmet's too
Just
big.
do it, will ya?
Nope.
See?
You didn't have this stupid thing on your head.
The shoulders wouldn't
Hey,
be
check
able to
this
get
out.
through either.
There's something inside the case.
Is that a coaster? Oh, there's something on it. Hello, Carlos here. C team is voting for D team. So D team should vote for Q team and Q team for C team.
What does this mean?
Don't you get it?
They're spreading the
They're
votes.
saying to spread the votes.
Huh? Spread?
I get it. If each team ends up with 1 vote each.
The whole thing is a tie and no team will be executed.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, now we have a plan. Let's do it.
But wait.
Why should we wait?
Well, what if this message hasn't been delivered to D team yet?
You're right.
It absolutely
Position
hasn't.
of this vent does imply it only connects towards C. I doubt Gab's made his way toward D yet.
So we have to help him
We
along.
need to figure out how to notify D team then.
Hold on a sec. I'll get a pen and cheese. There was some at the bar, right?
A pen.
And cheese?
That should do it.
There you go. And now
What
it's
exactly are you doing?
answering the query.
Oh, I get it. If Ward C and Ward Q have connected vents,
Then Q and D are probably connected as well.
And D and C as well.
We just need to take the cheese and...
There you go.
it's all on you, Gab.
Think it'll work?
I'm sure it will.
Hooray! We did it.
Five minutes until the deadline.
I wonder if Gab made it to Ward D or not.
Even if he did, who knows if Diana will vote the way it says in the note.
What? You think she'll betray us?
It's not outside the realm of possibility. I don't even want to consider the alternative.
Which is?
That the whole letter from C Team is a trap.
Trap.
They could have written it, but maybe Carlos is planning to vote for Q Team instead.
Hey, wait a minute now. That's not good. At all.
You said it. If I'm right, then we need Diana to do the opposite of what it says.
What? But...
The deadline to vote is in 3 minutes.
The
Wonderful.
vote has to be decided by the leader, but
What should we do?
We don't have time for a committee.
Then we'll just have to use force.
Excuse you?
Hey, wait!
That's not nice. Leave the kid alone.
Meanwhile,
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
So, a moment when hate becomes calamity, huh?
I wonder what that means.
Beats me. Maybe it's not supposed to have a meaning.
Anagram.
It's an anagram. You reorganize the letters into another sentence.
So then what would it mean?
Why do you think it's an anagram?
I've seen something like this before. In another place. Anyway, where's Sigma?
Inspecting the big box.
What are you looking at?
A box.
What kind of box?
Well, I'm looking into it because I don't know.
Looks like something's written on it.
Force quit box.
That's interesting.
I see a keyboard on it too.
Use this keyboard to input a password and force something to stop.
Something.
Is that what this means?
What does it stop?
Well, the obvious answer would be the game Zero is making us play.
Then we should try it. I shouldn't have thought it would be that easy.
But what did you try?
We need a hint.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe it says something on the underside.
Nope. Won't budge.
Is it heavy?
Heavy doesn't even begin to cover it. I doubt it's made out of anything from Earth.
Well, you are getting up there, Sigma.
Wow.
What do you say? My body still got it.
I'll just give it a try.
I mean, he's like, what, 22?
You weren't lying.
Yeah, no shit.
See? I told you.
Also,
This is the map for Ward D, right?
Looks like it.
map of Ward D stored in file.
And we can go wherever we want so long as it's within this ward?
Yes, that's what Zero said.
All right. We've checked all the rooms from top to bottom, but...
You didn't find any exits?
Obviously. We are in a bomb shelter, after all. If there were several exits, it'd defeat the purpose it was built for.
Fair.
So Zero told the truth.
Then opening the X door is the only way out. Mira! Eric! Can you hear me?
Carlos! Akane! Tenmyoji!
There's no point. We wouldn't hear a drunk toga party at full volume on the other side.
I think we need 6 passwords to get this door to open, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that X-Pass thing.
For every one person who dies, one password will be revealed.
Is that true, though?
Sigma, why don't you try dying once?
Oh, wow.
I politely but firmly refrain.
What about you, Diana?
Hey! No.
Figured.
What's up?
So who's Zero exactly?
Who do you think Zero is? Do you guys know who Zero is?
No, I haven't the foggiest. But they called themselves Zero. At the very least, they know about what happened a year ago.
What are you...
There's one more thing for sure. Think about it. Why was Zero's speech to us pre-recorded? There's got to be a very big reason why things can't be in real time. There are two possibilities. They've already bit the bullet, or
Zero is among us.
Except we know that's not true because we met him at the start. So then we'll help Comp, I guess.
Do you think someone will come help us?
Like who?
Maybe the decom experiment staff?
Yeah, they'll notice that we're missing.
sorry, but that's pretty unlikely. Remember? The staff stationed in DCOM can't communicate with us right now. The simulation is attempting to stay true to an actual Mars mission.
It's at least 6 months between Earth and Mars.
Oh.
In that time period, Earth will have rotated halfway around the sun. Which means...
By the time the spaceship reaches Mars, the Earth is behind it.
the star in the way, we can't send a signal.
That's the lead-up. We've been doing experiments for the past 5 days.
Transmissions will re-establish on December 31st at 23:30, which leaves us with more than 10 hours.
There's no point in hoping for a rescue to come before then.
Pretty sure the decom staff won't notice any problems until that time.
When they can't reach anybody.
You guys are like siblings. You're totally in sync.
I don't think they appreciated that. Okay, let's bite the bullet. The way Sigma talks, he's definitely talking a lot differently than what he did in the previous game. And I think I know why, actually. Let's get confirmation.
This might be somewhat rude of me to say, but the way you talk, Sigma, is a little unusual.
Forgive him. The age of his mind and his body are completely different.
Aha! He mentioned that back at DCOM. That his consciousness had come back from the year 2074.
That's correct. That's why I know what will happen in the future. I must have spent the past 5 days warning all of you. If nothing changes, mankind will be destroyed. Kane, Phi, and I infiltrated DCOM to stop all that from happening.
Aha!
Is this true?
Well, would you believe me if I said that it was?
Then why are all of us trapped in this strange place? If you know the future, then you could have prevented this.
We had no idea what events went down inside the decom facility. Nor did we know anything about what's going to happen in this shelter.
Meaning the first time around, everybody died inside the shelter.
Why did this have to happen to me? I should have never listened to Rebecca.
Rebecca?
She's the head nurse at the hospital where I worked.
Oh, right. You did say you were a nurse.
I joined the decom experiment because Rebecca suggested it to me. She told me that they were searching for a nurse willing to participate. Well, to be honest, there is another reason why I decided to join.
Oh? And suddenly interrupted. Hi, Gab.
Gab!
Why is Gab here?
I think he came through the vent.
See anything?
No, it's too dark.
You're up, Phi.
You want me to go in there? It's clearly impossible.
You sure?
I won't repeat myself. My boobs are D's.
Your pants are on fire.
It's true.
Seems to me they've gotten a full size larger than the last time you told me.
It's been 45 years. Growing is natural.
You were just sleeping.
Could I interrupt? What is this?
Is that a coaster?
It's a coaster with
Someone's
writing on it.
Hello, Carlos here. C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team and Q-Team for C-Team. And someone else wrote...
Q team, got it.
I get it. By spreading out the votes, they're suggesting we make it a tie.
Looks like Q team agreed.
Seems so.
I guess Gab passed through Ward C to Ward Q and ended up here. It'll work! Now none of the teams will have to die!
I wonder about that.
Forever the pessimist.
What?
The deadline to vote is in 3 minutes.
Damn, we don't have much time. We need to head over to the voting device.
And it's Diana who gets to vote.
What exactly did you mean earlier, Fi?
We don't have time.
It could be a lie.
Do you mean that Q team is planning to betray us?
No, I doubt it. If that's what they intended, they didn't have to send Gab. They'd only have to decide to vote for D-Team.
Then you mean...
There's a chance that C-Team will betray us. Maybe they're saying they'll vote for D-Team, but actually vote for Q-Team.
Why would they do that?
To make us choose Q-Team. If you think it's a good idea to spread out the votes, then your choice is easy, right? I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
The deadline to vote is in 1 minute.
What should I do?
The fact that Gab showed up means that we can assume Q-Team's voting for C-Team. So we have no choice but to choose Q-Team. Otherwise...
Our single vote could cause the death of all of C team.
Exactly.